Hello.
Hey Farah, how are you tonight?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. What's happening in your neck of the woods?
Nothing much. I'm making some progress with the laundry server with the laundromat, so that's a good thing. I tweaked. I'm having a little trouble with prop wire. I don't know if you're having the problems too, but when I do comps, my bottom scrolling bar doesn't show up. So I emailed them and they said they're going to look into it.
Oh, all
But
right.
their response was pretty quick.
Yeah, that sounds like a technical issue
Yeah.
as opposed to a how to use it issue.
Yeah. No, no. How to use it is good. It's just a technical. It's probably, I updated my software. So probably the resolution or something happened with that.
That'd be my guess.
So, but yeah, otherwise it's going good. I tweaked the list a little bit. We on Propwire, I reset my Redfin. It is Redfin, right? I keep forgetting the name.
Right.
Um, but yeah, I tweaked that. So I made three offers today.
Wow.
It's good
Yeah.
for me for a Monday because tomorrow I can't get on. I have to go into New York tomorrow. So tomorrow all day is a bust.
Ah, is that
So
part of the job?
yeah, it's for a job interview.
Oh, okay. Well, good.
So, something I couldn't say no to, but I did three offers today. I looked at a few things. So yeah, it's picking up, the traction's there, just working on it one by one. Hi Joe.
Hey, Farah.
So this just came up on my Facebook with the RAIN group, the Women's for Real Estate Investing Network. And if it's something that you're interested in, I can forward it to you. It says, "Good morning, fellow real estate investors. I don't know if you saw this post of mine, but I have a project where I'm trying to fund a shovel-ready 42 units in Lubbock, Texas. Total project cost is 8 million plus, but they're looking for 430,000 right now. She's willing to do a high interest loan. She's willing to do JV, whatever you want. I have her number. If it's something you can work for or you're interested in, I can send you the number."
Yeah, just you got my contact information, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, just go ahead and do that
Yes,
and
I'll copy and paste this into the email so you have it. And her number's at the bottom. She said, "Text me at this number."
okay, great. That sounds good. And to give you a quick update, hey Mike, how's it going? How's everybody doing? Dennis, good to see you here, Dennis.
Yes, sir.
Oh, hold on, let me put this on mute. Okay. Um, yeah, just to give you a quick update on a lead that you sent me a few weeks ago. We are rounding that up right now.
Oh, that's good.
We got them 90% of the way. Just
Okay.
looking for that extra 10. And we almost had it nailed down today, but you know how the holidays and
I understand.
you know everything's crazy right now. So everybody's trying to cram everything in these next 18 days. And so everybody's basically we're tripping over each other's calendars. Everybody. Mike, you've
Yeah.
seen this,
Oh, yeah.
but we
Yeah.
are.
No, I get that. And that's fine. I'm glad it's working out for you and it worked and it got it done.
Yeah, and so once I get once this goes through, I'll give you a quick ring and I could just show you everything that we did, working together here on this.
Okay.
We've got we found a lender who does nothing but second position,
Oh,
lien.
that's awesome.
And
Good.
so
If I ever need one, I know where to go now.
yeah, we're just trying to nail everybody down because it just takes a second, everybody's like, okay, I'm available now. And then
Right. Right.
you wait 5 minutes and nobody answers. Everybody's going
Nobody
different
else. No,
directions.
I get it. But
Tell us
I'm
about
gonna send you this one and hopefully this one will work out too.
tell us
Okay.
It's
about the
42
deal.
units she's building in Lubbock, Texas. Isn't that where you are? You're in Texas, right?
Yeah, I'm in Texas. Yep. I'm down here in San Antonio.
Yeah, so I don't know how far it is to Lubbock, but I have no idea.
Oh yeah, from San Antonio. Well, Texas is a little bit of it's quite large. So yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
I
like
know.
5 hours. I'm like a 5 or 6 hour drive from Lubbock.
Okay. Yeah, that's like being in California. When you're in California, you can
Yeah.
keep driving and you can still be in California.
Yeah. It takes me 13 hours to get to Texarkana from here.
Wow.
Joe, tell
Yeah.
us about your deal. How much is it and what's your end?
My end, we're still discussing it because I had to carve out a little bit more for the second position person. And so we're still ironing those deals out. And I'm thinking maybe, let the second position take theirs, and the first position person has a little bit more meat on the bone. So we're going to go ahead and try and get our referral fee from there.
How
But
much?
what we're working on they need a purchase price plus renovations and of course all the other costs and fees and stuff. So they're looking for $1 million. And we found them, well, they were looking for $1 million. Yeah, the purchase price is 885 in Key West. And then of course all the other, like I said, they need about 150, and we jumped through a bunch of hoops to try and get them to the finish line, and we're almost there.
And we do this thing all the time. So, for the next project also, you could work with them.
Okay, so this is $1 million deal.
It's $1 million deal.
Okay, and your end is how much?
We haven't decided that yet because there's so much.
Well, give me a ballpark.
Ballpark. We're looking at about a $10,000 referral fee.
On $1 million?
Yeah, because it's so many people involved, and we still, like I said, we're still trying to see where we're gonna get our end out, because everybody's like, well, who's gonna do this and who's gonna do that?
But shouldn't you get at least 1%?
Yeah, we should, but the thing is, like I said, I've got the first position guy, and now I have a second position person, and then there's me and my business partner Veronica. And so we're like, okay, I don't know yet.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good deal, though. I just wanted to know because I like to keep track of our successes.
Yeah. So, well, we were supposed to have a meeting today, and everybody was available, and you're talking. I had East Coast, I had West Coast, I had Central, all of them trying to coordinate all of them. And it's like, it's a juggling act, It's like, what time is that again? I said, it's 11 o'clock Central, so I'm like, who's this? Oh, this is me. And, and I'm like, okay, you're California. So that's 9 o'clock your time. That's 12 o'clock your time in the East Coast. And then my business partner Veronica, she's like, what time is it now? So it's been it's a nice sizable project, so there's a lot involved in it. So, but once we get all the details ironed out, I'll let everybody know how we wrap this up and how it went.
Good. So Farrah got out 3 offers. You got a deal worth that you're funding $1 million and you're going to make 10 grand off of it. That's awesome.
Yeah. So we like I said, we've been busy, and then along the way, when you're finding referral partners, it's just kind of weird. You look for one thing and you fall onto another one. You know what I mean? Like, well, hey, since you're doing that, someone just sent me this, and so I've got a lead from all of these connections that we've made just on this one deal.
Amazing, isn't it?
Yeah.
I should just start taking a referral fee from you.
Yeah, I know you should, and of course we'll keep that in mind. You and I'm not forgetting where all this came from, but and the here's the good thing. Like you said, they're doing this all the time. They have a business plan where they're going to do this 40 times next year.
That's what I said, that these people are going to do it again and again.
Yep.
Yeah.
So it's something that, you might want to keep in mind and work with them, because when I'd spoken to her, she had told me, she said that this is something that it's the way we operate. It's our model.
Mhm.
So we have a lot more in the pipeline already.
Yeah, yeah. Well, in this time that they've got 2 under construction, they're working on this one, and in the time that we've been working on this one, they picked up another one.
Oh, nice. See,
Yep.
I got to learn how to pick up things like that.
Yeah, well, I don't know how the size of their team or what they're doing to get all these leads, but they're only doing single family at the moment.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, but
I listened to a recording today morning about reverse REO. Have you all heard about that?
No.
no.
It's weird. This guy talks about getting into the property when it is between the complete foreclosure and not, and he contracts with it, and then he keeps the property only up to the time it is auctioned.
That makes
He
sense.
does not buy it. He takes control of the property with zero money.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was very interesting to me, but it was too much of a sell. So after a while, you know, your concentration's gone, because he's trying to sell it more than he's trying to show you what to do.
So what does he get out of it in between that time?
Well,
What-
what he does is these are all vacant houses. He does not take houses that have people in it. He gives it on rent. And then at the auction, because he's the contract holder, he sells it. When they sell it, he gets a chunk of money.
Oh, okay.
So
That's
he
right.
makes money as a renter and then a lump sum in 2 years, because on average, he says, to go from foreclosure announcement to actual auction, it takes 770 days, is what he said.
Oh, that was my next question. How long does it take? Yeah.
What state is that?
He said nationwide.
He's definitely wrong in Polk County, Florida.
How long in
He said
how long
nationwide. That was his thing. I wrote it all down. And he said,
nationwide that he know of? Yeah. In Polk County, how long is it?
The only way it's going to take over 700 days is if you muddy up the waters. In other words, you start responding to the lawyer and make the lawyer produce all kinds of documents. That will slow it down. But yeah, if the person being foreclosed doesn't respond, I'm telling you here, it's over in about 9 months.
oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if you have the property for 9 months rental and then you get a lump sum at auction, that's not that bad either.
There is many ways to slow the process down. You can't stop it, but you can definitely slow it down for 2.5, 3 years.
Okay. So
Oh,
yeah,
let
I
me
was listening to his webinar or whatever audio recording. And I found the process interesting. He didn't talk about it much. He wants $1,000 to go into details of it.
Of course.
Yeah, because I have so many questions.
The other thing-
Yeah, me too.
Now that we're digging into this a little bit more, also keep in mind that we just went through COVID and the government prevented anybody from foreclosing or evicting anybody.
And that's what he said.
That's not going to happen again.
No, but what he said was that right now there is, what do you say? What number did he give? 1.5 million properties
Oh, yeah.
that are in this limbo that you can cash in on.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
foreclosures are going up.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about
According to him, that's going to happen more and more until the fourth quarter of next year.
100% correct.
Good. I was looking at some foreclosure property
So
today, but
that's
I have no
I mean,
idea what I was looking at.
it was very intriguing because you don't put any money down and it's, you don't go cold calling, no driving for dollars, no nothing. But he won't give any of the real information till you don't pay him.
That's how it works.
Pay me $1,000 first.
Teach the
Yeah.
what, sell the how to.
What?
Teach the what, sell the how to. Every guru does it. Teach
Yeah.
the what, sell the how to.
Yeah. So
Oh.
it's like, and I'm not paying any more money. I've paid too much. My husband will kill me. You'll all be coming for a funeral.
know how you
No more
guys-
money going out for programs this year.
You know how you guys were talking about when you're doing deals, you'll stumble on more deals?
Yeah.
And remember I told you last week that I have been doing the driving for dollars here in Lakeland.
Yeah.
All right. Remember I had my crossing
The
guard,
best.
my vest on last week. And I put that on when I'm driving. So if I get out of the car to walk up to the house, I've had, people walking their dogs in the morning, and if I don't have it on, they're kind of spying me like, what's that dude doing? But you put that on, they're like, oh, he must be from the city or something. They just go out their business.
So does your vest say anything, or is it just neon?
No, it's just a vest that I paid $6 for at Home Depot.
Oh, okay.
But
Well, because I was in construction, we had free. We got hard hats and vests because I was a broker. And when the new Freedom Tower was being built, we did the insurance. So every time a certain phase was complete, we were taken in to have a look at it and given an opportunity. I remember going up to the top, the viewing gallery, when there were no railings, no nothing. You had to stand right in the middle, open air.
yeah. Well, I wanted to let you know that I've learned something interesting.
Okay.
I didn't realize it, but like I said, what I do when I drive for dollars, I just don't go out on a random day in a random neighborhood. I pick the neighborhood that's where the garbage is being picked up that day.
Okay.
And what's the one thing distressed vacant houses don't put up by the side of the road on trash day?
Garbage.
Garbage bin.
Garbage cans.
Really?
I'm telling you what, these distressed houses stick out like a sore thumb on garbage day. And then also we're in December. So most everybody is putting out some sort of Christmas decoration.
Right,
Yep,
except the
that's true.
distressed houses.
And guess what distressed houses don't put out? Christmas decorations.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm gonna be driving for dollars like every friggin' December.
So what time do you go if you go at the garbage time? That must be really early in the morning. My garbage
Yeah.
comes at 6:30.
Yeah, I get up about 6:30, coffee, feed the cat, get my map ready, get my out self, and I am out on the road by 8 o'clock in the morning, and I drive from like 8 until 10. And the reason why is after 10 o'clock, the trucks already come through and people are starting to bring their cans in.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do 2 hours, but I've done it. So I did it the week prior, which was Thanksgiving. I only did 2 days. And that was Wednesday and a Friday, because that's when I started this. And then I did it last week, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays off because they don't pick up garbage here on Wednesdays, and then Thursday, Friday. Basically what it is, Lakeland's in 4 sections. But I have put 84 leads on a list. I've sent them all yellow letters. But what's even more interesting is I have put 29 buyers on a list, and the buyers, I put down properties owned. The biggest one owns 204 properties, single family houses here in Lakeland, and the minimum is anybody that owns more than 5.
And where do you find these lists on PropWire?
Yep. I
How do
take,
you-
I when I'm driving, I take my yellow pad and I'm writing down the addresses. Then when I get back, I put them in a spreadsheet. And when I put them in a spreadsheet, then I go to PropWire to find out who the owner is. And you find the owner, they don't own anything else, no problem. You find the owner, they own 28 properties, 32
Right.
properties. That's like I'm not calling them because they got this distressed house. I'm calling up and say, hey, listen, I saw your property over on such and such, and I to find out who owned it, I saw you, and then I saw that you own a bunch of other properties. Are you looking to buy more?
Okay.
But yeah, so I now have in Lakeland 29 serious buyers, and
Nice.
3 of them own more than 100. Three of them own more than 50.
Do you use an app to do the driving for dollars, or do you just have your own app thingy going?
What I do is I have the map of Lakeland broken up into the sections, and then I just match it to a Google map and print out the Google map, and then what I do is I just drive around with my magic marker and just mark off the street that I've gone down.
Oh, okay.
I paid $1,500 for the Driving for Dollars app or whatever. I've tried them all and they all suck.
Yeah, I mean, those don't really work. They'll tell you take pictures and do this and do that, but they don't give you the information you really need, like who owns the damn house.
And then the other thing is I like to send yellow letters. I don't like to send postcards. I don't like to send stuff that's pre-printed and all that stuff.
So you use the yellow pad for letters?
I use the yellow pad.
Okay.
Yep. Hi, my
Because
name.
I bought these really when we were doing the training with Rain, which is the women in real estate that I introduced you to. They're a massive group. If you penetrate them, and they call it's like a sisterhood. So if you penetrate one, you'll get a lot of referrals to the others.
Yes.
But when I was doing the training with Rain, they go, you should send it out on really pretty looking paper, because when you get a pretty looking paper, people tend to open it more often. Like if you get a pretty card, you'll open it. So I actually went out and bought these blue envelopes and really nice matching paper, and I would write a letter and drop it in the mailbox. I would get nothing back.
Green envelope. Buy them on
Okay.
Amazon. Yellow pads. Buy them on Amazon.
Okay.
Hi, my name's Mike. Would you consider a free, no risk, no obligation, all cash offer for your property at or your house at? Put in the address. Please call me at phone number. Sign MG. That's it.
Okay.
Tear it off the yellow pad. Fold it up. Throw it in. These are these ones right here were actually sent to apartment buildings. So obviously that's a little bit more professional. But what I do is I handwrite all my envelopes and live stamp them.
Okay.
Yep. Learned that from
Yeah.
Ron LeGrand 15 years ago.
When I was the president for the HOA of my subdivision, I went in there and I cleaned up house. That envelope that you have is very expensive when you send it out. No, not that one. You're right, not that one. The one with the little plastic windows.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, those like 43 cents each.
Yeah.
And so I cut that expense out and I said, just go back to a regular envelope to send out the notices. But when I sent out invitations, I also worked at a print shop at one time. So we took a piece of paper and put it through a trifold, and I made it a different color. And I said, hey, come hang out with us at the park.
Yeah.
Or, hey, we're going to be doing this. And I got more responses from that colorful paper than I did sending them a letter from that company, because it's the same address.
Right.
But when they got a piece of paper that was a different color, I had more of a response. We met quorum every time just from doing that one extra step.
Yep.
Okay.
Colored envelope. Because all the bills come in a white envelope.
Yep.
So I have found 35, 11, 27, and 18. That's how many, that's the list I have, the new list of houses I pulled today.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking the best way to skip trace them because there are too many to go on to True People search.
Just use Proper.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
It's 10 cents. If you don't want to take the time to use True People Search, just use Proper.
I mean, for True People search, it's a lot of houses. It's about 100, more than 100 lists of more
Yeah,
than.
you can put them all on a list in Proper and it'll do all at the same time.
Yeah, they're all from PropWire, so I can actually just go
Yeah.
back in there and do it.
Yeah. You select the list and just say, instead of download, just say skip trace.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
I'll do that, and then I'll start calling them tomorrow.
So
I
then,
have Discord VAs, they charge only, they're not expensive, but I've been bitten so badly by those people at Dial Pros that I'm so hesitant, even though I know the girl who's trained them and who's teaching them how to do it. And they're very reasonable. I'm
Yeah.
still very hesitant. I'm like, I don't know.
well, I want to let you know that, like I said, I was driving for dollars. And I was done. I was coming. It was like 10:30, so I'm like, oh, head back to the house. And instead of going back the normal way, and that's another thing is always be driving home from whatever you're doing a different way. Don't get in the habit of doing the same thing over and over again. And what I did is like, all right, instead of going down the main road, South Florida here in Lakeland, I went over around to this other street named Ingram. So I'm driving down Memorial to get to Ingram, and I see a sign that says Amazon hot bins. I'm like, that's new.
Amazon what? Hot bid.
Amazon hot bins.
Oh, bin.
So I'm like, ooh, got to check that out. So I pull in there, and what it is this guy, he buys the bins from Amazon. Amazon, when they get return products, they don't actually return it to the merchant. What they do is they just throw it in a bin, and then people just go to an auction and bid on these bins. You don't even know what's in the bin. You just buy in the bin. And what this guy does, he buys a couple bins, and then he rented out a storefront, and all he's got in there is these wooden boxes on stilts, and he just takes the bins and dumps them into the boxes. Thursdays, everything is $20. On Fridays, everything is $10. On Saturdays, everything is $8. On Sunday, everything is $6. And then on Tuesday,
And these are the whole bins or
Tuesday, everything is $2. On Wednesday, everything is $1. And then you start the process over again.
So are these the whole bins you're getting for $20?
No, individual
Okay.
things. Individual
Or
items.
individual items from inside the bin.
Now, for example, I walked in and I'm looking around and I see people in there with their phones scanning the barcode
Right.
with their Amazon app. So I took my Amazon app out, scanned this barcode. I bought this for $10 and it retails for $30 on Amazon.
Wow.
So this is going on eBay for $29 because I bought it for 10.
Right.
Now I'm walking out, and how I didn't notice it on the way in, I don't know. But guess what is right next door to that bin store? Coin operated laundry.
Oh.
And guess who happened to be at the coin operated laundry? It was the little Chinese woman that owns it. And of course, I walked up to her and said, listen, I'm buying one in Orlando. Do you mind if I ask you some questions? And she's like, oh, sure. I've run this for 15 years. I just want to get rid of it. And of course, I went, oh, really? Would you be interested in selling it? She says, yes, I would. Give me your phone number. And of course, she's got a broker. You know, the broker's trying to do his broker thing. But I already have the name. I've already spoken to the owner. I got the owner's cell phone number. She texted me right the next, like an hour later. Yeah, so then I contacted the broker, and the broker sent me over the 12T, the 12-month trailing. But that's what I was saying. When you're driving for dollars, don't get in the habit of doing the same thing. Not even if you're not driving for dollars. Don't get in the habit of doing the same thing every day. Go home a different way. Keep your radar on. When you're talking to people, you know, listen. You know, leads are freaking everywhere. And by the way, this lady, how I bumped into her is the patrons of this brand new Amazon bin store that doesn't have bathrooms are going in the coin operated laundry, and this little Chinese lady was mad.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'm listening. I'm like, hey, how you doing? My name's Mike. But yeah, so there you go. I mean, absolutely 100% motivated seller. She hates that business now. So that's my driving for dollars story. And then of course, also when I'm driving around, like this morning, I found a 10-unit apartment building that's vacant.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I found a car wash that's vacant.
Today's a good day for you. That's another
no,
business I want to divest into once I get the laundromat. But I was talking to somebody on the laundromat business, and he gave me a really good idea too. He says, you know, you can do, well, it would work mainly in Manhattan because it's high end. Just drop-off stores. You don't have to have the machines or anything. And then you contract with the laundromats and the coin laundries, depending on what kind of, things you get. You contract with both. You can contract for tailoring and you can contract for all these things, and people just drop them off and you send them off. They come back in 2 days and they pick it up.
One of the
And
guys,
this-
that I talked to that owns a coin operated laundry, he actually put in drop off lockers. The
Yeah.
lockers like you see in a bus station or something like that. All you do is you go in and you put your quarter in, open the bin up, put your laundry in there, and then of course then you get to take the key and it locks, and then whoever he hired comes in, does the laundry, and then they actually put the receipt or whatever in the lockbox, and then once you pay the receipt, then they give you your clothes.
That's good. That's a really good idea, actually.
And then he also had a subscription-based thing where, instead of having to, just put the receipt in there and, store the clothes somewhere else, if they set up an account with them, because most people do this on a regular basis, they just charge it to the debit card or the credit card or whatever, and then the people just come in, put the key in, and their laundry's already done. Boom, they're gone. And he says you'd be surprised how many people drop off their stuff at like midnight, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I get a coin operated laundry, that system is definitely going in.
Yeah. So this is what he was recommending, and it starts very cheap because you're not buying the machines or anything.
Yeah.
So he says to start with, that might be a good option, and it really sounds something that would be very doable.
Yeah.
So
Just providing a service to busy people.
exactly. And Manhattan's crazy. I'm telling you, people in Manhattan, and I'm not kidding you when I say this, they hire nannies. If you have 2 children, you'll have 2 nannies to look after them. And then they get them enrolled in highly priced daycares, or Montessori. So the nanny is hired to hold their hand and take them to the daycare. That's the type of money is there in Manhattan.
And the other thing is when you're talking about Manhattan, I mean, you can pay $2,000-3,000 a month for a studio.
Oh, then no, it's more than that right now.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying is space is at a premium. So I mean, do you want to take up, a third of a room with a washer and dryer and table?
It depends where. Now, a friend of mine did a short-term rental in Manhattan a few years ago.
Where, like,
She was
Soho?
Yeah, she wasn't in Soho. She was in the Upper East Side.
All right.
She paid $5,000, but when she opened her bathroom door, she couldn't get out of the apartment because it was so tiny that it would block her main entrance.
I don't know how or why anybody would want to live there. I really don't. And don't get me wrong, I'm a huge Yankees fan. Can't stand New York City.
So yeah, but Manhattan, and because I'm in Jersey and it's completely absentee run, like you can hire people employees to do it and they'll run it. You don't have to go in every day. You go in like once a month and just check it out, because everything is on receipts, right? Nobody's going to give you clothes without receipts. So there's no question of money being taken.
Yeah.
So it sounds very interesting, and I'm close enough to Manhattan that we can put up locations in Manhattan that would definitely get foot traffic.
Well, Rose is on the call here, and we actually are looking at a couple of coin operated laundries in New York City. They want way too much money for them, but that's just a time situation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But how's the Orlando one going?
Last Friday, the seller said yes, he's ready to sign the contract. So I sent him over the contract electronically. He said he was going to sign it Friday, and he didn't. I texted him on Saturday. He said, I'm busy taking my kids to a Christmas parade. I'll sign it after I get back. He didn't. I sent him a text this morning, and I haven't heard back from him.
How old now? When you buy a laundromat, how old do you keep the machines at? Like, if it's older than this, you won't touch them.
On this particular one, all of the washing machines are younger than 2 years.
Nice.
And all the dryers are like 20 years old.
Okay.
But dryers take a lot less wear and tear than washing machines do.
Then washing machines do.
So what I was advised was just wait till they fail and then replace them one at a time as they fail. Because dryers are very different than washing machines. Washing machines, they're built tough, but they take a lot of abuse.
Right.
So, but anyway, yeah, that's good to know. That's another profit center for if we acquire one somewhere in the New York area.
Yeah.
Hey, Rose, are you on? Rose?
Is on mute.
Yeah.
Rose, you're on mute.
Oh, there she is. Hey, Rose, you remember where those coin operated laundry were in New York City? Were they Manhattan or were they the Bronx or the Queens?
I have, I think 2 or 3 in Bronx. I think I'm not good enough to tell you like if I have one in Manhattan. I think I do have one, but I'm not sure. Like I'm not 100%.
But that'd be pretty cool to acquire one of those and then partner with Farrah or people to do a pickup or a drop off.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, Jack. Il s'est mis les doigts dans les choses. I'm so sorry. He pinched his fingers. Let me just.
All right, go ahead, take care of that
I-
little man disaster.
No, it's okay. My husband. No, it's okay. My husband has it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's I don't know if it's Manhattan. I have to check it, but I can send you the information if you want.
And you're
then
the broker on that one, Rose?
What?
You're the
No, she's
broker
just
on it? You're
calling.
selling it?
No, I'm not a broker.
No, she's not the
You
broker.
own it?
No, she's just calling.
No, I'm not owner.
Oh.
Yeah. But I can give you the information of the broker and the owners. Because on those ones I took the time to spoke to the owners.
And
Okay.
we've made offers on those, right?
Yeah.
But Manhattan, a coin operated laundry wouldn't work unless it's out in the Bronx side. It would work in Bronx, it would work very well. It would work in Harlem, it would work in Queens, Astoria, Ozone Park, all these areas around Queens, it would work great.
Listen, I have like a list
Brooklyn is a
I think
hotbed for
15.
a hotspot for laundromats.
I know for sure I have some in Brooklyn, but I have a list of like maybe 20 with the information, the T12.
Okay, are you
I
looking to
can
buy
send you the
too?
link.
Is that what it is? You're looking to buy?
I'm
No,
looking.
I basically don't know how to buy anything. I just know how to call.
I'm looking to buy. She's going to find them, and I'm going to pay her handsomely.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm probably going to
Yeah.
pay her handsomely and give her a percentage every month.
We do need to do the Zoom call on the calls.
Oh, there's no problem. Just let me know.
Or I can
I'm
I can hook into one of your calls. It doesn't matter, but I do need to be on the call.
Yeah, I think we planned that for like the day after Thanksgiving, and it just didn't work out.
Yeah, no, and my friend
Yeah.
can't come on Monday evening. She's working. She just got a job in a jewelry store and she's doing evenings and weekends. So she goes evenings and weekends kind of busy. And she has an erratic schedule. It's not a fixed schedule.
I wrote it down again
Okay.
to schedule the Zoom call, Rose, so we can listen to you.
Okay. So there's no problem. I'm just gonna wait for you to tell me, Mike.
Yeah,
And
we'll
I'm
coordinate
waiting-
it tomorrow.
yeah, I'm waiting for the T12 for the 2 laundromat in North Carolina because they weren't ready for my call.
Yep.
And it was kind of like you, it was on a whim. I just called because I like calling. And they told me, so like 2 of them were interested and they said, oh, I never even thought of selling because I didn't know anyone would buy it. Yeah. So the guy, one of the person has like maybe 3 or 4, and then the other one has 2. So I said, I'm willing. Yeah. So we're willing to look at all of them and then we can make.
There are 11 million businesses that are owned by baby boomers in America today. Those
but
baby
the
boomers
guys
are going to retire, and 90% of those businesses will not sell.
Yeah, but he didn't know like you can sell like a coin, a laundromat, like a coin.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Most of these baby boomers who run them for 5, 10, 15, well, not 5, 10, 15, 20 years, they don't even think that somebody else would want to buy the business.
Yeah.
They don't even understand.
But like, that's the guy with 4. That's the one that had said, like, I didn't even know people bought this. And he thought I was a scam. And he thought I was 13. So I said, I'm not 13. I'm 31. He
That's
said, well, you sound like a baby. No, I said I have babies, but I'm not a baby. And then like the conversation went on. So he's gonna send it to me. He said tonight, just because he needs to have the whole thing together, and then as soon as he send it to me, I will send it to you.
It is so true. When you call out to people, and it's like, if you ask the universe will respond. Maybe it's not right away, but you know, I was talking to a guy in one of my groups who's looking to buy a coin operated laundry. He doesn't want to be anything in Florida. And I said, where are you looking? And he said, North Carolina. I relayed that to Rose. We're going to go find one for him, or 2 or 3 or 4, you know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, if we don't buy it ourselves, we've got an end buyer.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm gonna continue listening in, and I'll send you what I have as soon as I have it.
Yep. And I told you about the one that I talked to 3 weeks ago when I was looking for an attorney, but he said that he owns 4 himself. He's 84 years old, and his plan was to die and just leave it to his kids.
Yeah.
Well, his attorney was his daughter. So when I spoke to his daughter, I actually told her, I said, do you know what his exit strategy is? Because he's 84 years old and he's probably not going to live to 120. She goes, what do you mean my dad's not living to 120? But I said his plan is to leave these coin operated laundries to you and your 2 brothers. Do you and your 2 brothers want to own coin operated laundries? And she didn't have an answer.
Yes, Daddy.
I don't think she and her brothers knew that. And I said, and then after that pregnant pause, I said, do you or your brother, I mean, she's a lawyer, all right? Do you or either one of your brothers want to own coin operated laundries? And she's like, we're going to talk about that during the holidays. So I plan on calling them back in January, because if they get around the kitchen table and say, hey, Dad, what do you plan on doing with these things? Because we don't want to own coin operated laundries. You know, one's a lawyer, the other, I don't, you know, whatever the other 2 do. But, you know, just because Dad loves a coin operated laundry does not mean the kids do.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that being said, that's the kind of thing, like you said, Rose, you ran into a guy who owns 4 and hadn't even considered selling them.
No, because he said he wasn't sure, or he didn't know it was doable. And then he said, well, who's going to want to buy it? And like, he said, this is not a fancy job, or it's not a fancy thing to own. So he said, usually people buy fancier businesses, and this is not fancy. It's not appealing to anyone.
And listen to what he's saying. He is devaluing his business because of his perception.
Yeah.
And I will walk in and say, hey, listen, I'll buy all 4 at the exact same time. By the way, people, it's the exact same paperwork. The numbers are different on the paperwork, but it's the exact same paperwork. I bought 2 apartment buildings that way by combining 2 deals. So anyway, we'll have some fun with that.
Okay. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah.
Joe, I sent you the information. I emailed it. So you should have it in your email.
Cool. So how about Dennis Sylvan? You're on the call. What's up, Dennis? Paging Dennis Sylvan.
Yeah, I received it, Farrah. I'll take a look at it.
Okay.
Dennis must be away from his camera. How about Carol? Carol, you done making dinner? Nope, she must be making dinner still.
No, I'm here.
Oh,
Sorry.
there
I was just
she
listening
is.
to you all. What was that question? What have I been doing? Is that what you asked?
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Oh, okay. Since I last talked to you guys, I did 2 deals.
Oh man.
I did one on today's Monday. I did one on Thursday for I think it's part of a wrap or something. Maybe it's a gap lending or something. But I have all the right documentation because there's a substitute student with 2 other students, something. But it was 7,500 at 33% for 4 months or less. 90 days, yeah. And the other one,
How
I'm
much?
doing,
Hang on, you funded $7,500.
yeah,
What's your end?
33%. 90 days.
30. Hang on.
How much is it?
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm doing. So it's got to be what, $2 grand?
7,500.
Yeah, it's 24.75.
Okay. All right. When I sent him the money, I think we sent it to his business account, PayPal, and it was 2.9% fee. He sent us back the fee the next day.
Nice.
So that's covered. And the next one, I think I probably told you guys last week, if I didn't tell you, was somebody that came back and wanted $20,000 to do part of a rehab, and he was going to get payment back from the draw.
Right.
Added their fees. So that went through today, and we agreed on, he gave me the choice. He said 35 to 40%, but I land in the middle of a 37.5. And hopefully it'll pay me back my wire fees or whatever fees I charge. But I did that because that was his 3rd time, and hopefully it'll come back a 4th time. So I didn't go to the max that he said. He said 40. I just stopped at 37.5. And I'm funding that with one other person. So my take on it is 10 grand.
All right.
And that is 60 days. So payment should come back by February 6th or 5th or something like that. He said payment will be made between 30 to 40 days, but we have 60 days on there. So I should be getting back probably middle of January.
So you got 2 deals, and obviously the money's made when you do the deal, and then you got to wait to realize it. But you're
Yeah.
at a $13,000 a week.
And last Thursday was my last day on my W-2 job. So I need to be making whatever it is per week, right?
Were you making $13,000 a week at your W-2 job?
No. They put it that way.
Yeah, exactly. Well, keep doing whatever you're doing.
Yeah, so I'm just making contacts from those contacts. I had a lady call me today. She is looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, 400K, price range 400K, and she's looking for zip code 33596, wherever that is, somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, it is.
Right.
I think it's close to me.
33596 or 33594.
Valrico. That's in between me and Tampa. That's in between Lakeland and Tampa.
Okay.
So all right, hang on a
And
second. Let me write that down. What's she looking for?
She's looking for a 4x2, and she said $400 is our thing. And she said I should 400,000, yeah. And she said to look for the rent first, and then the see what it's renting for. She said she wants to buy it with a DSCR loan or something like that. She said it can have a pool,
so
or
looking for a 4.2 max purchase price of 400,000, and she's looking for a rental, and that rental she's going to fund it with a DSCR.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. She should find out what the rent is first, but she's gonna fund with a DSCR. Yeah. That's
And this is a friend of yours or something?
Yes, this is a friend of mine.
Okay. I will I'll start looking around. It's literally Lakeland,
Close by.
Plant City, Valrico, Brandon, Tampa.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my neck of that's where she's
Just close by.
Valrico is like a 20-minute drive for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So along those lines, or not along those lines, I have a question about foreclosure homes. I was looking at a property today online, and it's foreclosed, but it has no equity in it. Does people buy foreclosed home with no equity? I don't know why I have that question for some reason. I
I
always
think-
thought you want.
I think Pace Morby has 10 videos on this exact scenario.
Yeah, but I'm coming straight here, so somebody could give me just the short version of it. I don't even
Real
know.
easy. It's real easy. No equity. I will buy the house for what you owe.
Oh, cool. Okay.
Worth
All right.
400,000. I owe 390. Okay, fine. I'll just take over payments on the house. You walk away.
Yeah.
That's
Okay.
it. It's super, super, super simple.
Yeah, we just have to find out how far back they are and what the payment is.
Yeah.
And go from there. Okay.
The key,
Yeah,
the key for that deal to work for a sub-2 student is what is the interest rate on the mortgage?
Right. It was low interest rate. Yeah. So if you
If-
take out a low interest rate, you take it over the mortgage.
If the
You just
interest
give.
rate is anything below 7, it's a deal.
Oh yeah. It was like 3.5.
There you go. Because
Right.
right now, a new mortgage is going to be over 8.
Right. So you just take it over and give them
That's it.
something. Give them
No.
something to.
If there's no equity whatsoever, I mean,
They get.
be kind. If they need $1,000 to move, I'd give them $1,000. But I would start with, I'll just take it over.
Okay.
But if they
See, I'm
need
learning.
some, if they need some moving cash, you're be pretty smart to give them some moving cash, because 3% mortgages we will not see again. In
Not
our,
see again. Okay.
we will not see
There's
them in our
actually
lifetime.
one commercial, there's a commercial property where he says that you can take over his mortgage, and that's at 3.6%. But he also wants a lump sum of $350,000 or $400,000 upfront.
Depends on what the value of the property.
I can share it with you if you want.
For foreclosure, we do sub-2 deals, and people aren't used to it when it comes to retail. In commercial, taking over existing debt is 90% of the deals.
Okay,
Lump sum down, take over existing debt.
okay.
I mean, this Pace Morby guy's got like 500 videos on all this. I
okay.
mean, I've been doing it, I've been doing it for a long, long time, but if I was smart, I would create videos, but I just don't. I'm one person. I don't have a staff. You know what I mean?
All right. So now that I know that, then maybe I'll just go do some skip trace and get some names.
Absolutely.
This is my first time actually looking. Actually, I was looking at our free what is it, PropStream and PropWire. I was looking to find some stuff on that one.
Yeah.
And I was talking to somebody today, and they gave me their PropStream password and stuff to go in. It's the first time I'm on it, so I have no idea what I'm looking at or how it works. So I probably somebody gonna have to show me what the heck I'm looking at when I put stuff in it. Because I was looking for that 4-bedroom house in there, put all of that in there, but I don't understand what I'm looking at. So
If you want to pull a free foreclosure list, I saw that you bought my step-by-step instructions, but there's also a video you can go watch.
Okay.
I show you exactly how to pull free
How it done.
foreclosure. Yep.
All right, I'll definitely go
And
check it out.
And you guys bugged me about it for like 2 months, and I finally carved out some time to do it. And now I'm going to go through every single niche that we go after. I'm going to create the checklist of what to do, and then also a video of how to do it.
Okay, appreciate
then,
that, sir.
yeah,
I'm gonna
and
hit that
then-
as soon
and
as
then
I get off
after-
of this. As soon as I get off of this Zoom, I'm gonna look at it because
Yeah.
now that I have some time on my hands, I'll be looking at some stuff. Who
And,
knows?
and I was talking to somebody else last week, but they were paying for batch leads, they were paying for privy and all that stuff. I'm like, get rid of all that stuff, man. Everything you need is in PropWire, and it's free.
Yeah, I
Proper,
used to do that. I used to pay for everything, and now I don't pay for anything. I even closed down Privy.
Yeah, PropWire is just
I stopped paying for Privy. I used
Yeah.
to get my REI Pro instead of PropStream because I preferred my REI Pro. But yeah,
PropStream, PropWire is it. You get everything on there.
everything.
Yeah.
and they've
and-
updated the way they do their comps. It's so nice now.
and you can skip tricks.
Yes, pay them your 10 cents or whatever you pay, but you get your stuff.
It's the cheapest 10 cents, by the way.
It's cheap. It's
Everywhere else
that-
it's 14
it's-
to 15 cents.
It's
I
the
mean,
least
I-
expensive one. Yeah,
I put
okay.
$100 in it, started like 3-4 months ago, and I still got $75.
Woo.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna go put the 20 on it and see what I get.
Yeah, it's like cheap as hell.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So that's all I'm doing for right now. I'm just waiting for looking for the next one to come in.
But all right, so you're looking for a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, max purchase price 400,000, and you're looking to buy a rental that this person wants to fund with a GSCR, which is fine.
Yes, sir. See how you understand all of that, and I had to go check it out several times for understand what the lady was asking. But the way you just explained it, I got it now.
Okay. Yeah, I'll see about finding one for you, and then we'll JV on it.
All right, sounds good.
Cool.
All right, that's it for me.
By the way, if you get a chance, go into my Facebook group and just put that in there as a post.
I will do that.
Yeah, I don't have a whole bunch of people in there, but there's still, it's still a community.
Still like a
And the thing about it, I can't
you have
believe
two. Yeah,
What
you have
group
one or
is
two
it? I
people
don't
in it.
know
That's a
if I'm on it.
community.
I
Yeah.
can't believe that I posted the Screaming Sub 2 deal that I had down in Venice, and one person from Pace's group contacted me. One. So having 80,000 people doesn't mean you got 80,000 people doing anything. You might have 80,000 people and you might have 10 that are actually doing anything.
Yeah, it's crazy. That deal that I just told you about, the $1 million deal.
Yeah.
So my business partner, I brought her in, and her and I started working on this together. Well, she reaches out to her title person, right? That's been helping her out. And she goes, "Oh, I know somebody who lends. I know somebody." So she gave us this contact, and that contact led us to another contact, which is the lady that buys the second positions all the time, right? That funds those things. And so I didn't know who these people were last week when I contacted everybody, but then this week he goes, "Oh yeah, I'm a Gator." And that other person that does the second position, she's sub 2. And I'm like, they've already, and this is a person that we contacted in Houston, and it all comes full circle. So you don't know how many people are around everything, and it was so weird that I connected with another Gator and a sub 2.
Yeah.
That's how big that all of this has gotten. So it's pretty I just thought it was a crazy coincidence that I was speaking to somebody like that I didn't even know.
But again, the main thing is your net worth is your net work.
Yeah, I made so many contacts in just this past week trying to get this funded, and through that I got another lead, which is going to lead to another lead, and someone's going to introduce me to some AI technology to help us. What did he say that he's doing? It's going to help with something with leads, generating leads or something.
Yeah, I
And
have a
this
friend
guy's
of mine who's creating what do they call it? A prompt bot to find leads for real estate investment and real estate agents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He's an
Wow.
engineer, so he's going to do that. And he said he'll use me as the beta tester, so I'll get it for free.
Oh, nice.
Joe, I gotta ask you now that I got you, and we're talking about generating leads for doing the Gator thing.
Mm-hmm.
So last week I put in about 10 different real estate investor groups. Need help with EMD? DM me.
Mm-hmm.
No DMs.
Yeah.
All right. So what did I do wrong?
Oh, nothing. Sometimes it's a hit or miss. It's a hit or miss. You'll do that, and you'll repeat that. Go back and do it in that same exact thing. Just do it all over again, and you'll see in one of those you're gonna get 4 or 5 people chiming back in with you.
Okay.
I
had several people liked it, but
Yeah.
nobody actually DM'd me.
Yeah.
So, all right. I'm just kind of testing what you're doing to see if I can get it to work for me. Because of course, I'm not doing the Gator thing. I'll pass it along to you and Carol.
Right.
What did you say in your post, Brady?
Need help with EMD?
Okay.
DM me.
Yep.
Joe, isn't that what you said post?
Yeah.
What is DM me?
DM
EMD.
direct message me.
What?
Send me a direct message.
Oh, DM, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is on Facebook groups.
And what is your Facebook group? I don't think I'm part of it.
I'm pretty sure you are.
You should be.
I probably
You're on
am.
this email exchange, you should be on there.
Probably am, I just don't know it.
Yeah. I'll hang on. Talk amongst yourselves.
And right now, currently, I'm working on a EMD for 25,000. It's already been funded and everything. We're waiting to close it out this week. We're
Nice.
gonna make the team is gonna make 18,000.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
That's a big EMD if you're making 18,000.
Yeah, it's for 25.
Oh yeah, it's a good payload. They are far and few between, but when you catch them, you'll get a good payload.
All right, there's the link to my Facebook group.
Cool.
Okay.
It doesn't have 80,000 people, but it does have 43.
As long as it has more than 3, then you're good.
That's right. As long as it's more than me and Joe.
Yeah,
Okay, yeah, I am part of it.
Yeah.
but yeah, so that's a pretty good pretty good way to close out. So it closes out next week.
We're gonna put that down as a success next Monday.
Yeah, next Monday. Well, yeah, well, next Monday would be great, but I think it's gonna be next Wednesday is when it all has to happen. So
And if you notice in my invite emails, I'm starting to track how many deals we're doing as a group and what the total funded is and then how much profit we made.
nice.
Oh,
Okay,
and
yeah.
this webinar guy that I heard about is a PML guy too. He has his own PML company and he can do 100% financing on deals. He's open to that as well. That's what he said.
Cool.
Who
It
was
was an
that, sir?
interesting webinar. He just didn't give, how to do things. It was just annoying.
Well, that's because he's trying to sell you a course.
Yes, but don't do that. Be nice for one.
None of the gurus. That's the formula. Yeah. They all learned it from Russell Brunson and he learned it from God knows who.
Mhm.
All right. So anyway, Joe, what you're saying is need help with EMD, DM me and just post that again in those groups. What are you doing? Post like once a week?
Yeah, once a week. I do it twice a week. As long as it's as long as you're following the guidelines in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and which is a lot of them. They really don't. They're kind of you see all sorts of stuff that people post in there. So yeah, you should be. Everything should be good.
Yeah, everybody needs help with EMD.
Yeah, and I just think it's and that's why I say DM, because you don't want to announce it to the whole world. Hey, I'm kind of struggling here, or hey, I'm still trying to get a handle of this. And so that's what we're working on at the moment, and I'm going in different directions and finding different ways. Shonda sent me a deal last week, a lead. She was the title lady that I brought on a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
And then so we're getting together again, and she's gonna send me. We're working on generating some list of people that are working with her, and then she's trying to find a niche to work, and so she wants to do land because, of course, we're here in Texas, so she wants to go in that direction.
Shonda's the one that is moved to Texas and she started a title company and she's the one that does everything investor closing.
Correct. Yes, she's
Can
nationwide.
Can you put her contact information in the chat again?
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
I just realized or my phone's not bringing it up, but she's one of those numbers that should be in my phone.
Okay.
Because I mean,
Yeah.
she's like, we're nationwide and she answered all the questions.
Yep.
Do you do assignments? Yes. Do you do double closings? Yes. Do you do subject to deals? Yes. I mean, she answered she checked all the boxes.
Yep, she checked all the boxes, and so guys reach out to her, and just what I'm doing now is a lot of people that I've been coming in contact with. I'm like, you get the same thing, and they're new, and a lot of these people, like I've mentioned before, they're on this YouTube University, and they don't get all these insights. They don't get all this information. They just and it's okay. You just run out and get stuff done. But I just spoke to somebody last week, and I'm like, he's doing I can't remember what he's doing, and I think he was gonna do a double close, and I'm like, well, how did you? I said, so you got the first one. Oh yeah, he's doing a double close, but he's only asking for the EMD. And I said, okay, great. So then I said, so the B to C, so the A to B was his title, but the B to C was somebody else's title company. And I'm like, okay, great. That's awesome. Now, have you spoken to those people before? And he goes, nope. And I said, well, as soon as you hang up with me, first thing you need to do is send me everything, send me all the contracts, and then call that title person and make them your friend.
Yeah, because doing it that way, he's gonna have to have a bridge. He's probably gonna have some gap funding there.
Right? No,
If
well,
you're
he's got,
looking for a good title company, I have one. He's very good. He does he very investor friendly.
Well, why don't you invite him on our Zoom call and then we'll ask him all the questions.
yeah.
Okay, I'll ask him.
And so, yeah,
Because
so
when Wendy got her new job and I asked her all the questions, and then she came on the Zoom call and she couldn't answer the questions. Everybody will say they can, but then when you put them on the spot, like, can you actually do this? That's when the rubber meets the road. And Shonda was like, nope, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. I've done it all myself. See, the thing
Yeah.
about double close is you've got the seller, you've got the wholesaler, then you've got the
Right.
buyer. If it's done in one title company, they're just literally taking, they're taking the deal, they're closing it in one office, walking across the hall where the buyer is, because the money is in the building.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. You got two different title companies, the money's not in the building.
no,
And when I asked
No.
Shonda was, if we did a double close, can you do a double close? She said, yes. I said, if you're handling both ends of it, will you give us a discount in your fees on the second one? If she, of course, knew that was coming and said, yes. If you got two title companies, the second title company is not going to give you a discount.
Right.
yeah, and so he's making arrangements to get it all done. But like I said, I asked him, I said, well, have you ever spoken to them? And he's like, nope, not yet. And so I'm like, you need to go over there and make them your friend, because there's going to be a lot of things that are I mean, and everybody knows when you close, you need to be in good communication with every player in this transaction. And so I always say, just call people, just start talking to people.
Yeah.
Let them know who you are, what role you play. And basically you ask them, what are you expecting? And I always do this. I don't tell people what I want them to do. I ask them, what do you expect from me?
Right.
Right.
And so what they do when you do that, they turn right around and say, well, what do you expect from us? And that's how we do that. I don't direct people. I don't tell people what to do. I tell them what I'm going to do, and then in turn, they turn around and say, hey, okay, well, this is what we're going to do. And that's when they suggest, well, we suggest you do this, you do that, or whatever. And but you lay it all out, and you have to do that right away.
And I also want to let you know, especially with, when you sign a contract with a seller, call that seller for no apparent reason once a week. Like, I've got this property under contract, 84-year-old man, but he doesn't want to close until January 15th. Well, this is December 4th, so every Wednesday I'm going to call him, just, hey, how you doing? Just checking in, because it puts it's peace of mind for people.
Yeah.
Right.
Same thing goes for your buyers list. Don't just call them when you just have a deal for them. Call them up. Hey, shoot the shit with them for a little bit. 5 minutes, hang up. Keeps you top of mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good habits to get into.
Yeah, it's a good habit to get into. And then Some of them want to keep you on there forever. Hey, I got this deal. Do you happen to know somebody over here? You
Hey,
know?
listen, I apologize. I had another call, Joe.
Okay.
See how he reacted?
Yep. Okay.
Everybody gets that. Hey, listen, sorry, man. I get a call. Sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, when I'm in office, my favorite is, I'm sorry, somebody just stepped into my office. Can I call you back? It
There you go. But
always works.
just for accountability, just for me going back. So tomorrow, and I'm gonna do this every Tuesday. I'm gonna put in the previous 10 groups that I've already posted in. Need help with EMD, DM me, and then I'm gonna get 10 more new groups, and I'm gonna post it for the first time in there, and I'm just gonna keep building every week until I start. And I'm gonna see how long it takes for me to generate leads like Joe and Carol are getting. And of course, why am I doing that? Because I'm gonna give Joe and Carol business.
That's good. And then what I'm doing is that I'm doing other outreach at the same time, and then testing that out to see how that's gonna, because there's several ways to generate leads, several ways, and so I'm testing these out. Like I have a business partner, and he and I are doing our marketing on this end, right? But I noticed that I talked to a lot of new people, a lot of new gators, and I'm doing that on my end, and that way where you don't spend any money to generate leads, you just use your time.
Yeah. Question: do you have a checklist? So if somebody sends me a DM, I can say, hey, listen, I need this, and this, and this.
Yeah, I've got it. I have to type it up.
All right, send it to me, would you?
Yeah, I'll type it up, and I'll send it. I'll send it over to you right away.
Yeah, just the prerequisites for what you need to put a deal together.
Joe, when you send it, CC me as well, so we're on the same page.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I
And
definitely.
CC me too, just in case I ever need EMD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Networking, I like it.
Yeah.
But that's what this group is all about. Let's work together to get some deals done.
Yeah. And so I'll get that out right away. I have to type that up anyway, because we are going into the new year, and we're gonna try we're going in the new year, we're gonna hire a VA.
Nice.
To screen some of the because we're gonna, like I said, we found the dial. Now we're gonna turn the music up.
Yeah.
And so he's gonna train a VA to do what it is that I do the first half. That way all I do is just, close it out.
Right.
So I have to do all that. Like I have to generate that list that you asked me to. And then of course, and I've got my own checklist that I do once I start doing that part of the process. Because that you can't put off on anybody else. I have to do the due diligence on the actual
Right.
process itself.
Right. Very good.
Yeah.
Dennis, are you there? Is Dennis Sylvan here? His computer's here.
I know that right around now he's in one room and they kick him out and he has to go into another room. So he might be in transition. He might be on his phone and he's going over to his laptop or his computer, whichever one he is, wherever he's
okay.
Whatever he's using right now. But hey, I've got to jump off.
All right.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
All right.
It's 7:02.
Hey, Carol, you still on? Carol?
Yeah.
What was
Are we ending? Are we ending?
Yeah, we're gonna end. What was the zip code that your friend wanted again?
33596 or 33594.
Got it. That's Valrico. Okay.
Okay.
I'll go find a deal tomorrow.
I'm gonna try to find one tonight.
Nice. All
Okay.
right, cool. Yeah, we'll end early, but yeah, we've been doing this for what, an hour and 15 minutes, so we're good.
Oh, yeah, we're good. As long as we make an hour, we're good.
Yeah, so Joe, send me that checklist and don't forget to put Shonda's contact information in there.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
All right. Thanks,
All right,
guys.
guys.
Have a
See you
beautiful
next time.
week.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Oh my gosh, Jack.
Bye, guys.
Wait.
Bye,
Bye.
guys.
Oh my God. I'm sorry, guys.
That's awesome.